Hello everyone and welcome back to my sewing room. If you've just found us, my name is Diane and this is Patchwork Quilts with Diane, and I like to share with you the stories of the quilts that I make. I design my own quilts and I make lots for Project Linus, some for family, some for myself, and I have a folksy shop. Not very many in there at the moment, but this week is Dragonflies and Butterflies because of the designs that you can see in the fabric, and I'll tell you how this one came together. So as I said, I make quite a few quilts for Project Linus, and someone on the internet, Estella, if you're watching, thank you very much, reached out to me and donated some fabric for me to use in Project Linus quilts, and I put that with my other Project Linus material stash, not easy to say, and I add to it as I need to. And I thought, well, I've been on a mission recently of sewing together all the offcuts of batting from other quilts, and I thought I'll put all of that together. I want that out of my cupboard, and I'll make batting to go inside Project Linus quilts, and so I've done that again today. I've made the wonky quilt recently for Project Linus. I've made 13 hearts for Linus, last week's video, and like I said, this one is Dragonflies and Butterflies. So this is the quilt. I think you can just about get an idea. It's not huge, it's about I think it's about 45 inches square. So the story, I was looking through my materials for Project Linus and I came across a lovely selection of fat quarters, and they were by Fabric Editions. Now, I've never come across this fabric before. I'll show you the range that I was given, and it's beautiful fabric. It's soft to the touch. It's not sateen, but it's a fine weave, and it gives you that sort of soft, comfy feel, and it sews together beautifully. I wondered if it would fray a little bit, but it doesn't. It sews beautifully. And in all of that collection that I was given of fat quarters, there was a beautiful, larger design of big blooming roses, big open roses with some butterflies on, and I thought I want to showcase that as much as possible, and so I thought of a design with a big piece in the middle. So the first block that I put on my design wall is 10.5 inches square, and I worked around that. This block in the centre that is bordered with the darker fabric probably has a name. People give names to everything. I don't know what the name of this design is. I'm sure someone out there does, and there's probably many names for it. There's often lots of names for quilting blocks, but I didn't draw up a design for this one. I just put it together with the fabric. Like I say, it was limited. There was only one fat quarter of each design. If there was more, I would have carried the design out further and made it larger, but I didn't have that luxury on this occasion, and so I worked with what I had and I really enjoyed it. So I'll show you how this quilt came together. backing was another set of curtains, cotton curtains that I bought from a charity shop close to us. Again, they were new, so I washed those up and I put that on the back. There is some sort of Asian writing on the back in the design. I'm not sure what it says. I don't know whether it's there for artistic purposes. I'm hoping it's sort of something like peace and longevity or something like that, but you know, it could be anything, couldn't it? We hope not, nothing too bad. And so yeah, so that's on the back, and I'm going to wash that one and put that one away for Project Linus. And so the garden, the front garden, is looking stunning at the moment. The sisters have all opened together. We haven't had any sunshine for weeks on end, and then now we've got blazing hot weather. It's going to be 32 next week, and so everything's just opened. It was all in bud for a long time and it's opened together. So the bees are very happy in the front garden. The valerian, the cistus, the ceananthus is all in full bloom and it's full of bees, so that's looking good. I managed to get my herbs in the back garden, so they're all settled in with all the rain. The cold, we didn't reach freezing, so I managed to get those out and they look healthy. And the lovely clematis in the plum tree, that's come out in flower as well. I will show you around the rest of the back garden as it opens. Next week it should look beautiful. There were large parts of the back garden that we changed last year, so quite young in some areas, but I'll show you that next week. Sewing, what else? Oh, I made another little ivy leaf with Marion's World. I'm thinking I might make quite a few of these, different colours. We've got variegated ivy in our back garden quite a lot because the bees like that, and other insects too. We have had robin's nest in there on the arch, but we've also had robin's nest, and other birds have visited us in the ivy throughout the winter for food. So I'll do different colours ivy, I think, to go on this winter garland with Marion's World. And I've also, for next week, I'll show you the start of something else. There's a new project, local. It's something to do with our castle. Oh, good morning, Kenneth, you're live. No, he's not, he's disappeared. I'm sorry about that. Castles, yes. Our castle has a big project on the go at the moment, and so I will talk to you about that next week and hopefully show you what that's all about. I do have enough batting now. I've put it together to make one more Project Linus quilt. There isn't anything on my design board at the moment. There's quite a bit on the floor. I've been making log cabins again, my favourite block, and I just felt in the mood, so I've been putting some log cabins together. But I think what I will do for Project Linus, they've always said they're short of quilts for boys, and so I've got some lovely fish fabric, and I think I'll try and steer away from anything floral and try and put something together that's a little bit boyish, although, you know, I don't think children really mind about gender too much. I don't know. Mine never did. But anyway, so that's the story of this quilt for this week. If you're still with me, thank you very much for your company, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.